Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Georgia Bulldogs taking on the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Off play action. He'll get rid of it. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Dogs. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. At the 20. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
On the way, and you betcha, a 59-yard field goal.
Well, they were able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
Under fire. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Got his man quickly. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Wants to throw again. Using his feet to buy time. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Tulane comes to the line, lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught, it's Hayes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down. Got to have success, but to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
To the air on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Makes the grab, it's Turner. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
The Green Wave lining up facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the target. Catch in the middle is Turner. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Get set.
Back to pass. Punch it out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Come on, set.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Touchdown, Green Wave. Quick strike through the air for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much. touch, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's got it. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second.
Georgia, 24, Tulane, 6.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Tackled there by the defense. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. And he needed just a single yard, and he did. Get it. What a stout play by this defense. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one. They got it. It's blocked. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs.
Yeah, you saw how they just overloaded the left-hand side that time. They were able to overwhelm the offensive line, get in the backfield, and then get their paws up to block that kick.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Tulane.
Got it. Spire.
Using his legs, it's Turner. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. There's no getting around the fact that they have really scuffled in the first half of SEC play, and now the task is to try to turn it around.
Well, and a lot of times it requires shifting your goals, and this is not how you want it to start, but how can we win this week and take advantage of every opportunity we get, Jesse. So it hasn't been ideal, but there's still some talent, and you can still salvage some wins on the schedule.
Yeah, it's all about finishing the season strong, right? I think this team believes that in this last week, they were able to sort of reset their focus on doing exactly that. They believe they have the horses in the locker room to win games like this. This could be the momentum shift they need.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. Quarterback running on the draw. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
On 3rd down, you're thinking it might be pass, so the offense goes draw play, trying to fool you, but it didn't work. Defense wasn't tricked. They're able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
To the air, it's Stockton. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
You know, there's a lot of receivers that would be scared running over the middle of the field on a slant throw like that, but those linebackers hovering around in there and those safeties coming crashing down, it's very brave play there by the slot receiver.
The give out of the gun. The Dogs get enough for the 1st down. And those hairy Dogs taking a bite out of another 1st down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
Got it behind the line. It's Frazier. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They go to the ground. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Georgia won the SEC a season ago, but face-planted in the playoff, largely due to their offensive issues. But Kirby Smart is certainly reloaded at the skill positions.
I've reloaded. Obviously, the quarterback spot was an issue all last year and then down the stretch, and now interested to see how the page turns with Gunnar Stockton at the helm. Does it bounce back offensively? Do they look like the Georgia of old?
Yeah, this is an expectation, obviously, that Kirby Smart has created of excellence, and they've done really great high school recruiting, obviously brought in some key players through the portal as well. You know what this is going to look like, a physically dominant team on both sides of the ball, but that QB position, that's the key.
Off play action on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Finds a little space. Get all you can, then get down with the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. That's reeled in. It's Turner. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Tulane comes to the line needing less than a yard on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Barnes. He's loose. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at the matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got a man. It's Turner. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Callaway. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He fires one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Tulane 6.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Looking deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Tulane. A great catch and run for 6.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Old Dominion is running away with this one behind an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 16 over Appalachian State. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Georgia, number 5 in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tack on the PAT. It's 31-13. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Callaway.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Tulane to the line, facing second and short. Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Callaway. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Ready?
Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
42, Spider.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
The give to the lone running back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Got the quick pass. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Pressure coming. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The play action fake. Looking for space to the left. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge 3rd down conversion for this offense.
Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Here's a heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line. play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Barnes. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Buying some time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Georgia! The defense takes matters into its own hands. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and then keep the drive alive.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to throw it. Right on target this time. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quick strike complete. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse Buckles would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that